The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing for you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, all my good people out there? How we feeling, man? How we feeling today, man? I hope everybody's holding up. I hope everybody's holding in there strong, man. I hope everybody is hanging on, baby. Hope you are hanging on and doing okay, man, because it's been one hell of a rough ride, brother. One hell of a rough ride, man. But hey, we're here for it, right? We're here for it. I guess, some of the questions is the bull run over, right? Like, I guess that's part of the question, right? I guess we'll get into a little bit of that. We'll get into a little bit about where this market is and where it's going and what the hell's going on and all that good stuff that goes along with it, y'all. All that good stuff that goes along with it, man. We're gonna have a look at the market. We're gonna look and see. We're gonna look and see kind of where we're at, where we're headed, where all this stuff is moving. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that share button, y'all. If you're over there on TikTok, you guys keep smashing that like screen, y'all. Gotta get the likes up. Gotta make sure that we're good over there. Gotta make sure everything's good on TikTok as well, man. Just keep tapping the screen. We're live on X. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. We're doing it all. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. So just keep smashing the like button. We're gonna let people get on in here for a minute. The title is is a bull run over, man. We're gonna have a discussion about that. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna look and see where we at, man. That's what we're gonna do. Because that's what we do in the mornings here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Hanging out with the DG and all the DGs. And we here for it though. We definitely here for it. I know people got some opinions. People got some strong opinions, man, and I respect them all. You know what I mean? I respect them all. But we're gonna get into it because we gotta have these discussions, right? I think people need to have these discussions about where we're at. Where are we? What's transpired since this bull run and since this bull run started. Where are we at? What's crypto doing? What's the stock market doing? Had some midterm elections yesterday. Could change a little bit of what's going on. I don't see it changing a lot of what's going on, but definitely could see a little bit of a change. A little bit of thought process, I should say. I don't know about change, but thought process. We're gonna get into a lot of that today. But go ahead, I see you guys rolling in. Hit that like button, hit that share button over there on X and YouTube. On TikTok, guys, keep smashing that screen, man. Just keep throwing them loves up, man. That way TikTok knows that we're here, knows that we're not a bot, and knows that we're here. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get after it, man, and see what's up, man. See what's going on. Only thing I would tell you guys all the time: trade the market that's in front of your face. You know what I mean? Don't try to trade any other market than the market that's in front of your face. I appreciate everybody on TikTok for joining, man. I can see you guys just rolling on in over there, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. And we're gonna get in, we're gonna get after it, man. And see where the markets are at and see what's going on. See who else is in the chat over here. Who else has joined us? Junior, man. I agree. Stocks will be traded 24 hours a day on a blockchain here pretty soon. I think that's coming. I don't think crypto's dead. I'm not here to tell you crypto's dead. I'm just, we just got to get some reality to the situation. Ken says New York City, New York City screwed. Yeah. That's a tough one, man. I'm gonna go ahead. My personal opinion is I'm gonna go ahead and stay out of New York City probably for a little while and see how that thing plays itself out over there. See what's going on, man. What's going on over there in New York City? Everybody stay safe in New York, man. And stay safe, baby. And see what happens, man. Stay safe. But yeah, man, let's go ahead. Let's get into the market, man. The Asian market. We go ahead and share this screen over here. I almost forgot to do that. The Asian market, they didn't trade well last night. They didn't like stocks last night. Definitely sold off over there last night and wasn't looking too hot in the Asian market, but they're closed now. So we move on, right? So we move on, go over here to the European market. My man Ken's doing his thing over there. Ken taking profits out of the European market. They're not trading too hot right now, but we'll see if they can't flip that around this afternoon. See if Ken can't throw some more of them profits back in there. And we'll see what's going on. United States markets, they're not looking too hot either. You got the S&P down, got the NASDAQ down right now. The Dow is up slightly, but not looking too hot over there in the United States markets either. We'll see. The stock market's going to react to the midterms that happened last night. And they'll let you know whether they like it or whether they don't like it. And they'll let you know that through their price action. And it's not looking too hot right now. Gold is up. People putting their money back into gold. They're kind of running a little bit. They're running the gold. Silver's up as well, which is kind of a telltale sign that people are kind of like going risk off a little bit when gold and silver are running. Gold took a big pullback yesterday though. Gold got popped pretty good yesterday. So did silver. So, sitting at $3,975 right now. Gold is got popped, last night. But so a little bit of a rally in gold and silver today. Probably be decent. So we shall see. We shall see what's going on. But yeah, the pre-markets over here, they're not looking hot, man. The Dow just went red. So the the stock market over here in the United States it's going down. It's definitely not running. It's definitely not running. So that's for sure. And we see Democrats win big on election night. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Is this a sign that somebody's got to give in for the government shutdown to end? I don't know. Like it's gonna be one of these things. It's gonna get real interesting to see how Congress comes back and deals with this situation from these midterm elections. Who blinks first? Well, we'll see. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. Selmo is in the building. What's up, Selmo? What's going on? DG, the place to be. Yeah, we're hanging out with the DGs, man. It's the place to be, Selmo. We are here, baby. But yeah, I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta see how Congress comes back and reacts to the midterms. So we'll see. I'm gonna stay my ass out of New York City for a little while, though. I'll tell you that. See what happens over there. The Texas governor said if Modami won, that he was going to impose 100% tariff on anybody that was from New York City that was trying to move to Texas. So we'll see how that works out too. Where's yo, I sent you a message. I put a post out, Selmo. I told you where I told you where where Seiko was. Yo, Nancy Pelosi go not run for re-election. So Selmo retired. I mean, Seiko retired, man. Seiko's retired, man. So Nvidia's pulling back right now as well. Sitting. I just had Nvidia up here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Right there. Nvidia's sitting at $198 right now. Pull back a little bit. Pull back a little bit. And we'll see. We'll see what's up. Yeah. But yes, Selma. I tried to tell you, man. I tagged you and Seiko in a post, man. Congratulations to Seiko and Nancy on her retirement, and I hope he rides off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? Hope he rides off into the sunset. But yo, we so yeah, Nvidia not doing too well. Apple looks like it's down this morning. All tech stocks look like they're hurting a little bit this morning. We'll see. We'll see what's up. We'll see what happens. See what happens, baby, as this thing moves on. What we got going on over here in the cryptocurrency market, though? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's up over here? What's up over here with crypto? Oh man, the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is absolutely getting fucking torched. Sitting at 20 right now. Altcoin season sitting at 24 out of 100 right now. Definitely taking some step back there. Market cap torched. Glenn, good morning, brother. Good morning, man. Trump fucked us all. Hey, there's still no Bitcoin strategic reserve. I mean, let's talk about it. I mean, there's still no Bitcoin strategic reserve. And there's still no Clarity Act that's passed. So a lot of promises kept. I mean, a lot of promises made. Let's see if promises are kept. So let's see. We need a catalyst. You need a catalyst. You know what I'm saying? We need a catalyst. So you need something to get this market moving. That's good, Selmo. This fucking sucks. Glad it's not the end of the world, man. It's not like the end of the world. I mean, like I say, you gotta trade the market that's in front of your face, right? So what I've been telling you guys for months now is just trade the market. Don't do anything. Don't be out here trading on hopes and dreams and wishes and all that stuff. Trade the market that's in front of your face. You know what I mean? So that's the issue is people get caught up, and we'll go through the cryptocurrency market and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. And I think there's a different way to think about this, right? BTC still not at the bottom. I don't think so either, Selmo. I don't think BTC's at the bottom either. I'll show you guys, and I'll tell you guys why. You know what I mean? I mean, I ain't gonna bullshit you. I'll tell you why. I mean, and you could take what I say and use it or throw it away or whatever. But I'm gonna show you rather than just tell you. All that bullshit. Yeah, I mean, you got to deliver, man. You got to deliver, Glenn. You got to deliver. And ultimately, the markets will price in whether or not you deliver on your promises or not, right? So you got a $3.39 trillion market cap in crypto right now. This thing has absolutely slid backwards, right? Slid backwards. The ETF inflows and outflows, we had an outflow of 785, we'll call it $786 million. I mean, it's tipping right there at the edge of 86 million dollars. That's a lot of cash, man. Here's the problem for your altcoins right now. Here's the problem for all of your altcoins. The Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 60%. And this thing continues to run. And as long as this thing continues to run higher, altcoins are going to suffer. They're going to suffer for that. It is what it is. Usually during altcoin season, your Bitcoin dominance is sitting around 40%. I told you guys, I've been telling you guys forever that I don't think that the Bitcoin dominance is going to get down to 40%. So I was looking for that 55 and below, just 55 and below. I think that would be the new altcoin season. And we just haven't been able to get there. We just haven't been able to drop this Bitcoin dominance down. And does that mean that the Bitcoin price goes down with the dominance? No, that's not what that means at all. It just means that there's a lot of capital flowing into the altcoins, and that's not what's happening right now. In Ethereum dominance is below 12%. You said at 11.8%, right? So this thing continues to slide backwards as well. The Ethereum dominance continues to slide backwards, which is definitely not good for alt season, right? Which is why you see that the altcoin, the alt season chart right there sitting at 25 out of 100, because it's just not a good environment for your altcoins right now. You have the futures right now sitting at $836.5 billion of possible liquidations out there. I don't think that this is a terrible number right here. 836. We start to see it come down, but here's the thing that I've been trying to tell you guys forever, and some of you guys understand what I'm saying, some of you guys don't. What are you guys saying over there on TikTok about XRP? You guys be loving your XRP over there on TikTok, man. You guys be XRP maxis over there, man. XRP going XRP's going under. XRP's not going to go under. It's struggling right now. It's not going to go under. It's definitely struggling. That's for sure. So over there on TikTok, I don't think XRP is going under. It's definitely struggling, right? It's definitely struggling. But I can see it going under. It's gonna have a hard time getting under $2. Like, I know some of you guys are saying under $2 over there on TikTok, but it's gonna have a hard time getting under $2. If it wicks under $2, that's different. But does it mint candles under $2? That's a different scenario, right? Scottish, good morning, man. How are you? Keep waiting for a zero entry, and he keeps sending Scottish, man. Listen, man. Scottish is my dog, man. Me and Scottish be messaging back and forth, man. Like Scottish be sending me some good stuff. Manipulation, yeah. So the market's manipulated, highly manipulated right now. Binance is killing you right now. Binance is killing the market, right? They're selling, and because they're selling, and because they're the biggest market maker out there, it forces all the rest of the market makers to sell as well. So Binance is killing it right now. Big BTC dip could spark a run. Not. I think it goes the other way, Ken. I'll show you why in a minute. But we got 836 in futures ready to be liquidated. Where is the liquidation map at? Let's have a look. Let's see where price could possibly go. Right. Let's see where price could possibly go. Over here on Binance, you're seeing. What are we seeing here? We're seeing shorts up here. Oh, people shorting the market, baby. People shorting the market. That means we could be going long. That means we could get a price pump because people are shorting the market. So, that's a good thing. But best believe they're going to come up here and wreck this. We got it. Where are we at? That's 1026. Got a bunch of shorts sitting up there at 1026. On 50x leverage. Binance right now is sitting at $14.89 million on 50x leverage, sitting up there at that price point. And we got 100x leverage, 2.6 mil sitting at that level. We could be going to we could be going up there to 1026, up there to liquidate them guys. Definitely. And we got over here at 104. 104. There's some liquidations up there to be had. So yeah, we definitely could be going a little bit higher to liquidate some of them shorts. Oh, people are shorting the market like crazy right now. Oh baby, they shorting the market, man. They shorting the market. Ooh, the market makers are gonna wreck the shorts, especially with leverage like that. So they're shorting it. Everybody's shorting it, saying it's coming down, it's coming down, it's coming down. Usually goes the wrong way. Usually goes the other way. On the hour, crypto bubbles over here. We all look we look green. We look good. On a day, look good. I think there'll be a little bit of a relief rally coming here. Will it stick? That's the question: is will it stick? Right? Will it stick? And we shall see. We shall see whether to manipulate, whether the market makers allow this thing to stick or not. I think they're going to go up there. They're going to wreck them shorts. There's a lot of shorts up there, but let's take a look and see what's going on right here. Right, here's your Bitcoin chart. Right, here's your Bitcoin chart. It's on the monthly, right? It's on the monthly. Here's your tunnel. We've been running straight. We've been running up. Bitcoin's been running up since 2013, right? And I told you guys on Monday, here's your channel. If we fall out of this channel, it's over, right? What did we do? Oh, this is how good. Look. What do we do? Ken, look at this right here. We hit the bottom of that channel right there. And where do? We bounced right off the bottom, right? And we stayed inside this channel. We bounced right off the bottom of that channel right there and started to make our move to the upside. Damn, that boy is good. Try to tell you, but if we fall out of this channel, we're in trouble. I'm telling you guys that right now. And why do I say that? Well, let's go back over here to the last bull run, right? Let's go right on over here. What happened? Here was your bull run right here, right? This was your bull run. You wicked out of this channel right here. You came back up in this channel, and then you started minting monthly candles outside of this channel, and there was your bear market. And then your bull run again, right? So that's why I'm saying that. And you can come over here and we can look at the bull run before that, which was this tiny pump right here. Same thing. You came up here, you wicked out, you minted a monthly candle outside of that channel, and boom, there was your bear market, right? So this channel is probably the most important channel to watch is this Bitcoin channel, because this Bitcoin channel right here is what's going to tell us where we're at, right? But I think I was listening to my boy Glenn, Crypto Glenn, right? And he had an interesting discussion, right? And we were kind of talking about it, and I agree with what he's saying, and I've been trying to say it for a while, but I really agree with what he's saying, right? If we look at Bitcoin did exactly what Bitcoin should have done in its cycle, right? So what we did is we had the pump up before the halving, right? Which is everybody was buying. And then you had the halving, right? And then you had the dump, right? Set a new all-time high and then dumped again. You set a new all-time high because of the ETFs. That's the only thing that's changed in this whole Bitcoin cycle is the ETFs came in, they pumped Bitcoin up to a new all-time high, and then but it fell right back in line, right? It started to fall, and then it pumped to a new all-time high, which is in the Bitcoin cycle, right? It hits a new all-time high at 124, 125, and now you're on that downhill from that, right? Bitcoin cycle is actually still intact. It's done. Bitcoin has done exactly what Bitcoin should have done in every single cycle, right? it's played itself out exactly like it has every cycle. The only difference is the altcoins haven't done what they do every cycle, right? So we have to separate these two conversations, right? You have the Bitcoin halving cycle, right? Which has nothing to do with the altcoins, right? It doesn't. It's a Bitcoin cycle. It's not an altcoin cycle, right? So altcoins may be in a situation now where they're on their own cycle. They're going to run differently than the Bitcoin cycle, and I agree with this because Bitcoin is done. If you go back and you look at the Bitcoin cycle, Bitcoin is on cycle. It's on task. It's on track to do exactly what Bitcoin does every halving cycle. It's there's nothing. The only difference that is in that particular cycle is when the ETFs were launched. You've seen Bitcoin set a new all-time high, which was out of the ordinary. Come back down and then run back up and set that 125 all-time high. But the Bitcoin cycle is still intact. It's still there. It's still acting the same way that it's always acted. Nothing's changed except for the altcoin. So I think that we talk about the Bitcoin cycle and altcoins like they're together, right? And maybe we look at that completely wrong. Maybe they're not together. Maybe they're on two different cycles. Maybe the Bitcoin cycle is the Bitcoin cycle, right? And the altcoins run with the rest of the market, right? They run based on macro and microeconomics. They run on based on liquidity inflows. They run based on the world, the world politics and things like that. So I think I think, from now on, I'm going to start looking at the Bitcoin cycle and the altcoin cycle as two completely separate things. They're not attached. They're not. And the Bitcoin cycle does not necessarily mean altcoin cycle. And we've attached the two for so long that maybe we're wrong. And I think maybe we are, right? Because it's the Bitcoin halving, right? It's not the altcoin halving, it's the Bitcoin halving, right? So I think we got to be realistic about that, right? I think that's the mistake that's being made right now. Is everybody thinks that just because the Bitcoin's in a certain cycle, a certain point in the cycle, that altcoins now all of a sudden have to run. I don't think that that's the case anymore. I think it's different. I think it's different. So, um, I don't know. Just something to think about. Something to sit back and think about. That the reason they call it the Bitcoin cycle is it's because it's for Bitcoin. It's for Bitcoin. It's not for altcoins. Dash, man. I was telling you guys about Dash for a while now. We talked about this for 2 weeks. There you go. There you have it. Right there you have it. Right there. Dash absolutely was sending it, baby. Sending it, baby. Uh Scottish, did you get in Dash? Did you get in Dash? Did you long dash? Did you short dash? What'd you do, baby? You're right. You're right. Alt tab now. Alt tab now. Yeah, I think so. Scottish. I think alts are in their own separate category. We can't look at the Bitcoin cycle and correlate that to altcoins. Uh, makes so much sense. Yeah, it makes sense. It made sense to me once we actually talked about it, and I was like, you know what, this makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. I think, I think what happened was through the Bitcoin cycle, up until now, there was so much retail money inside Bitcoin that it just naturally flowed down to the altcoins, and then it just naturally flowed down to the meme coins after the altcoins. And I think that's just because that's how retail investors were flowing the money down through. I think now that institutional investors are here and most of the money in the market is institutional based, I don't think that that's necessarily the case, right? Because that's not how institutions are going to invest their money, right? They're not going to take their money and put it in Bitcoin and then throw it down to the altcoins and then throw it to the meme coins. Like, so I think that's a retail investor strategy. And because there's not a crap ton of retail investors into risk on assets right now, I don't know if that cycle is going to play itself out. Like, I think until the economy turns around and until inflation turns around and until all of this other stuff turns around, I think you're going to see altcoins do exactly what altcoins have done, right? You're going to see them pump, and then you're going to see them pull back, and you're going to see them pump, and you're going to see them pull back, um, and it's just kind of the cycle that we're going to be on. Uh, didn't get in a dash, but did get. Yeah, jelly. Okay. Watch out for Dash, man. Dash is doing exactly what Zbex is doing, as far as privacy goes. But it's just much cheaper, and I think that that's why it's pumping. Zbeck is kind of up there. I'm not Zbeck, but Zec is kind of up there right now. It's sitting around 400. Last time I looked, it was around 400, 360 something. So I think Dash is kind of taking a little bit over there. It's just a little bit cheaper. So I think that's why it's pumping a little bit. So yeah. But when we look at this for what it is, like, I think that everybody's kind of on a relief rally right now, right? Everybody's crypto's kind of on a relief rally right now, which is good. This is what you got to want to see, right? And people say, well, you look at the hour bubbles. I mean, yeah, the hour bubbles, not the daily bubbles. Well, here's the thing with that: your hourly bubbles have to be green in order for your daily bubbles to start turning green. In order for your weekly bubbles, you know what I'm saying? Your daily bubbles have to stay green in order for your weekly bubbles to stay green. So might as well drill down to the easiest compound, right? Aster, yeah, this is that big B CZ play right here, right? It bounced back up to $1.04. So doing pretty damn well. XRP sitting at $2.24. XRP is not bad. It's hanging on there pretty good. What do you think about I don't know. I don't know about that one. I hope you're not putting a contract address up in this joint, up in this chat, because I will boot you in a minute. I know I don't have any mods over there on TikTok yet, but if you're putting contract address up in this chat, I will boot you. Uh, I don't play that nonsense. So don't be dropping no contract addresses in my chat, because I'll give you the straight boot. And I mean, not even a timeout. I'll just boot you. Uh so yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. XRP's holding on pretty well. $2.23. It's not doing too bad. BNB took a step back. It definitely took a step back. $950, but that thing went on a run, man. Solana, I think Solana, for the most part, I think Solana has a huge upside. Uh, when we talk about these altcoins and where they're at and where they're headed, um, I think Solana's upside right now is absolutely huge. It's ETFs that are coming out, the treasuries that are coming out, the stable coins that are going over on Solana. You see a bunch of people socking a bunch of stable coins over there on Solana right now. That blockchain is getting a lot of action, right? It's getting a lot of action right now, and I don't know. I don't think that Solana's done, right? And understand, I'm gonna go down through here and I'm gonna pick out some altcoins that I don't think are done running yet, right? I think XRP's got a pump in it from the ETFs, right? And I think it's not all of the ETFs that are going to pump XRP. It's going to be the 21 shares. It's going to be the Vanguard. It's going to be them ones that pump a little bit of life into XRP right now, right? So I think XRP is going to get a pump off of them, right? But I don't think that that pump's going to be anywhere near what everybody thinks it's going to be. You know, I think that that pump's probably going to look at between $5 and $7, right? So I think XRP is going to get that pump off of them ETFs. I think Solana is going to get a big pump just because the utilization of the blockchain. Plus, I think that their ETFs are going to be highly successful as well. And I think, they just got real world tokenized assets that are flowing in on that blockchain too. So I think Solana's going to get a pump. I still have Solana sitting between 350 and 400, right? Hyper liquid, I think, is going to get it's always going to get a nice bounce just because on this perpetual DEX, people love it. The people that can use it love it. And there's a lot of money that flows through that thing. I don't think Chainlink's done. I think Chainlink's going to get a monster pump once ISO comes to somewhat of a rollout. I think it's going to be a slow grind, right? But Stellar, I think people are sleeping on Stellar, and they're sleeping on Stellar a lot. Stellar has a lot of real world tokenized assets that are moving to that blockchain. They're one of the top 3 of real world tokenized assets that are getting ready to be launched on that. You guys on TikTok, keep hitting that like screen over there because my boys over there at TikTok, they like that, and it saves me from having to prove that we're not just sitting here for nothing, right? Fairground, good morning, good early afternoon to you, my brother. How are you? But yeah, I think Stellar, it's one of the top real world tokenized assets over there. That it's just one of these chains that are getting a lot of action over there. Sui, I don't think's done either. Sitting at $2.05 right now. Bounce back. Last night it was $1.97. So bounce back. Do I think it's going to have the monster $20 run in this run that everybody says? Probably not. But do I think it can double from here? I think it can 2x from here. And right now, this is what everybody needs to be thinking about, right? And I've said this for weeks now, is how can you get a 2x, right? How can you get a 2x off of what you're holding? Because I think that needs to be the goal, right? The goal right now is how can you double up, right? If you're sitting here and you're waiting for these altcoins to give you a 10x, I don't think that there's enough capital in this market for them to do that for you. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, you can do that in some of your lower market cap plays, but you're probably going to lose 10 of them before you win one of them. You know what I mean? So at the end of it, when you do the math, you probably break even. You know, between all the money you lost versus the money you made, you probably break even. I mean, you guys know me. I always say I keep, 2 to 5% of my portfolio in low market cap plays. I liquidated that portfolio the other day, obviously, because I'm not dumb. I'm not going to sit there and just watch my money go all the way down. But I sold out of that. But I'll rebalance once I feel comfortable with this market. I'll rebalance that. I'll put, 2 to 5% back in low market cap plays, and see what happens, right? But that's my casino plays. Them are my casino plays. Like I don't look at them and say you guys are going to send me to Valhalla and make me rich. You know what I mean? Like we're going to the casino on them, and we'll just let it be what it's going to be, right? But I don't think. Internet Computer went on a nice run too, $4.94. But be careful with ICP. I keep telling you guys, be careful with ICP because ICP is a mintable token, which means at any moment in time they can mint tokens, they can drop them in the market, and they can dilute your money. You have to know that. So play ICP for what it is. Play it for the pump and then dump it, and then play it for the pump again and then dump it, because the last thing you want to do is be sitting inside of a project and all of a sudden they decide that they want to mint tokens for you, and and dilute your supply. 2x got out. He got out. Move. Yeah. That's what you got to do, Scottish. And on a 2x, the why I always say a 2x is because it gives you a lot of flexibility in how you play it, right? If you get a 2x on a altcoin, right? What you're able to do is you're able to say, all right, I'll take my initials out and I'll keep my profit in. And then I'm able to ride that bag basically for free, right? And as soon as you can get to for free, you're good, right? I can ride that bag for free and I don't have to, in situations like this where the market tanks, I mean, you're really playing with the house's money, right? But or you can take that 2x and just, take it home, right? Or you can leave a certain amount as a moon bag, but you got to get your initials out of every project as fast as you possibly can. You know what I mean? I don't care what project it is. I don't care if it's Bitcoin. Um, get your initials out as fast as you can. I'll take a 4x. I'll take a 4x next month. Next month's for sure. Yeah, I mean, we got to trade the market that's here, right? Scottish. So like when you look at it, when you look at it, you got to say to yourself, the market right now for altcoins are telling you right now take a 2x. Now next month that market could change and you can say, all right, well, I'm going to put over here, and the market looks good. There's good liquidity. There's good liquidity. It looks like retail starting to FOMO in a little bit, this and that. I may be able to hold out for a 4x on this one, right? But that's just not the case right now. It's just not where we are in the altcoin market. And this is what I mean about, like, I'm more realistic. You know what I'm saying? I'm more sitting here and I'm more realistic, and I'll say it to you guys, like, this is exactly where the market is. Like, I'm not giving you hopium or sitting out here going, oh my God, Aster's going to $15. You know what I mean? Like, the market doesn't dictate that that's where it's headed right now. Right now, if that market structure changes, then we can sit here and have another conversation, right? But the market doesn't dictate that that's where that's headed, right? Just so you got to trade the market that you're in, right? And right now the market says all of these projects that are sitting here in the top 200, you probably got a 2x in you right now in the market. And then you got to kind of start looking at taking your profits, and you got to start looking at what you're going to do with your bags after that, right? You probably got about a 2x in you. I mean, even XRP sitting here, right? And you guys know that I don't think that XRP is going to get a big, huge, going to be half of the project it claims to be. But when you look at it, sitting here at 224, that can get to $5. You know what I'm saying? That can get to there. Hey, look who showed up, man. What's up, Seiko? What's going on? What's going on, man? Yeah, we was talking about you, man. We was talking about your girl retiring, man. We was talking about you riding off into the sunset, man. Good morning, my brother, man. We was talking about you riding off into that sunset, man, and just having a good time. So, hey guys, keep liking the stream, guys, over there. Keep like, tap, 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 tap on that screen, guys. Who's typing one letters? I don't even know who that is. Let me see. Let's see what's going on over here on TikTok real quick. Everybody's over there typing one letters. But yeah, I mean, I see XRP doing a 2x from here, before this cycle's over. You know what I mean? I can see it. I can see it happening. Um, so here we go with these one letters again. Scam. Are you really? Are we really doing this over there on TikTok? You call me. You say scam. Really? You must really not know what's going on with crypto. What token you in, man? What token you in? Seriously, what token you in? Let me guess. You're in a low market cap that took a shit, right? You're in a low market cap that took a shit, and now you're mad at everybody because your investment sucks. Let me guess. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. You're in a low market cap that took a shit, right? Uh Block these motherfuckers. Can you know me, man? You know I'm always up for a good argument, man. But this is what usually happens, right? What usually happens in these chats is this, right? Somebody comes in, they listen to somebody who tells them to put all their money into a project that has a market cap of about you know between a million and $5 million, right? And then that project goes to shit, right? And then they get in the chat and they want to talk about how crypto's a scam. No, crypto's not a scam. You're just a shitty investor. You know, that's kind of what it boils down to, right? My man Seiko's doing his thing over there. Let's what time we got here? Because you guys got me for about an hour. Let's look at another project. You guys know I'm not invested in this project, but any news over here, we'll get to that in a minute. I'm not invested in this project, but I watch it because I know you guys like the people that are pushing the project and stuff like that, and I respect it. Excellular, actually, it's holding up pretty well. I'll give him credit. I'll give credit where credit's due. You know what I mean? 10.48 million right now. It's actually holding up pretty well in this market. And doesn't this market is not risk on, right? So your low market caps usually don't do as well in a risk off environment. Your meme coins and stuff like that. But X Cellular sitting at 10 million, it's actually holding up pretty well. I mean, it's a long ways away from where it was after they dumped on you, but it's actually holding up pretty well. So yeah, I mean, I would have thought that given this market conditions, that you probably would have seen this around between 5 and 7 mil. But it's actually not holding up too well. I guess all the people that were gonna dump it is they've already taken their profits. They dumped on your guys' head and already taken your profits. Uh yeah, baby, scams. We got scams going on. Bitcoin's a scam, baby. White monkey. This is another one I like. Uh Boy, this one it's holding. It's holding. It was 5 mil when we talked about it, sitting at 4.5. It's holding, but it's holding by a thread, baby. But it's holding. It's holding. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that any of these projects are going to Valhalla, to tell you the truth. Like I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it because half these projects might not be around in a minute. Mike, good morning. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. Good morning, my brother. Hyperswap. This was over here on Solana. I really like this project. I hope that this project makes it, right? I hope that this project can hold off through this downturn because they got a lot going on. Their perp decks over there it's going to link Aster and Hyperliquid and Liquid and a bunch of other perp dexes all into one. So they got a lot going on. Plus, they got a DEX going on over there right now. Staking's live over there. You guys know how I feel about staking. Don't stake your shit. But especially in a market like this, don't stake your shit. Because if this market starts pumping, you're going to have all your stuff staked away. And then all of a sudden it dumps like it did a couple days ago. Now all your stuff staked away and now you're screwed. Now you're screwed. All right. So don't do that. Don't do that. But that one's holding up pretty well. It's not bad. Still holding up pretty good on the hour over here as far as the market goes. Bitcoin's up to 1026. Definitely making a little bit of a run this morning, trying to make a little bit of a comeback. Ethereum sitting at 3,300. Definitely starting to make a little bit of a comeback over there as well. So definitely we got a positive market push this morning, which, I'll tell you guys, play this market push for what it is, right? Like, don't just sit on this market push. Like, I mean, literally, if you're in profit, take some money off the table, right? Take some money off the table. Protect your investment. Right now, you should be in protection mode, right? You should kind of run these things up and be in protection mode a little bit, and just take your profits when they come, right? Because the market's so touchy right now. We're in a very touchy market, and we don't know which way we're headed. So don't leave your money sitting on the table, right? So if you are in profit, Aerodrome doing well, sitting here at 82 cents as well. Aerodrome looks like it wants to try to climb back up to that 85-cent mark. Definitely with a nice positive push this morning too. So the market, SPX 6900, man, got fucking slaughtered. But look at it starting to push up again, sitting at 67 cents. But that thing got Scottish. I don't know, man. That thing got slaughtered. I got out early enough. that I was okay, but this thing got freaking murdered, man. And definitely, I definitely went in early this morning. I put a long position on SPX 6900. We'll see how it plays out. I can tell you guys exactly what I did this morning. You guys know I tell you guys what I do. Not financial advice, but just for food for thought, right? Put a long in on Bitcoin this morning, right around 101. We'll see where that one rolls. I put a long in on Sui this last night, right around 197. We'll see where that one rolls. I put a long in on Stellar, right about this same price right here. We'll see where that one rolls. And what else do I have a long one? Let me see. I didn't short the market at all last night, to tell you the truth. I kind of had a feeling that we were going to bounce today. There's SPX. Oh, Ondo. Put a long in on Ondo as well, which is doing pretty well. Ondo looks like it wants to come back, but watch out for Avalanche as well. I think the Avalanche is going to have a nice run. And we talk about real world tokenized assets. Avalanche is starting to. It's again. You got XLM sitting in the top 3, Avalanche sitting in the top 3, and so they're starting to put a lot of money on Avalanche. Institutions, are starting to put a lot of money on Avalanche. Not your retail investors, your institutions. So you follow the institutional money. If you want to make money, follow money. Don't try to go against the grain. If you try to go against the grain, you're going to get beat every time. Follow the money. I know people will say, well, crypto's financial freedom. It's we're supposed to go against the grain. We're supposed to, be financially free. It's not supposed to be institutional driven. And this is the big reset of the new system. First of all, that is probably some of the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Do you really think that the institutions in the banking industry are going to allow you to win this game and just take their money? Hell no. And that is why you see BlackRock and everybody else stepping in and putting their foot on your neck and saying, yo, you guys had fun. You guys had fun for a while. But we're gonna step on in and take this industry over. And you guys will be able to make some money. You guys that were here earlier are gonna be able to make some money. Uh, but y'all just ain't gonna be taking our shit. And that's basically what it boils down to, right? And that's what's going on right now. That's what's at play, right? That's what's at play. Like big money stepping in and saying, "Yo, yeah, we're gonna go to 24-hour trading on the stock market, and we're gonna do that through blockchain, right?" And you go to Aster, their perp decks right now. You can trade stocks 24 hours a day. There's certain stocks you can trade 24 hours a day right now. Apple, Nvidia, the QQQ. There's a couple of them over there that you can trade 24 hours a day right now, right? So the concept is still here, right? It's here already. It's already being implemented. This isn't anything new. This isn't anything that's coming. It's already here. It's on a limited scale, but it's here, right? You go over to I forget what DEX it is on Solana, but they have X stocks, which are 24-hour traded stocks, right? Basically the whole stock market sitting over there 24 hours a day ready for trading. It's already here. It's already being done, right? It's already priced in the market. It's already being done. It's you got Ondo that released their platform on BNB the other day, right? So they're trading all of their equities over there on not only Ethereum, but they're also trading them on BNB now, which opens it up to a large Asian population. So it's already being done. This isn't anything that is going to be groundbreaking when it comes out, because it's already out, right? So now, when they do it on a bigger scale, and they actually make it where the stock market comes out and says, "Yeah, we're going to do this," rather than just having X stocks, which are basically just wrap stocks, right? They're pegged to the stock, right? And it's basically all they are. But when the stock market basically officially comes out and says, "Hey, we're going to do this, and we're going to all this," then yeah, that's going to be a big pump for the market, but it's already being done. It's already here. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you want to go trade the stock market on the blockchain, you can do it right now. It's it. So yeah, but institutions are not going to sit here and be like, "Oh yeah," just like Swift, right? Let's just talk about Swift. Who really thought? Who, and this is something that I've been on for like over a year now. Who really thought that Swift was just going to say, "All right, guys, we've been running this financial system and cross-border payments for decades now, and you know what? There's a new technology out here, and we're just gonna take our ball and go home, and we're gonna stay on this antiquated system, and we're gonna allow all these new developments and all these new developers just to take all of our money and all of our assets, and we're just gonna sit back and we're just gonna watch this happen, and we're not gonna react to that." Now, this was the argument that was out there, right? Like, and I'm gonna talk some shit for a minute, because I called this a long time ago, and this was the argument that was out there by a lot of blockchains. Oh, we're gonna take over Swift. We're gonna take over Swift. We're gonna take over all their payments. We're gonna get trillions of dollars a day in Swift volume, because Swift isn't going to do anything. Now, what in the hell would make you think for 1 second that Swift as a business, right? Because Swift is a business, right? That's a bit, they make money. That's a business, right? So what in the hell would make you think for 1 second that Swift would sit back and go, yeah, we're gonna operate in the banking system over here for all the old people, but all the new people, we're just gonna allow blockchain technology to take over, and we're not gonna get in that. We're not gonna do anything about that. We're not gonna get in that. We're just gonna kick back. We're gonna chill. We're gonna let all of these blockchains take all of our transactions. What business would do that, right? So when everybody was talking about saying, oh, I hope y'all got some Z-back. I don't have I don't have any Z-back. I trade Z-back though. I do leverage trade Z-back. Because Z-back runs when the rest of the market doesn't. So I leverage trade it, but I don't actually own Z-back inside of my portfolio. But I've probably made more money leverage trading Z-back than a lot of people have holding Z-back. You know, so yeah, it's just one of them tokens that we talk about this a lot. Like there's certain tokens that I believe you should hold, and there's certain tokens that I believe you should trade. Right, ZBAC is one of them tokens that I believe you should trade. I think there's more money in trading ZBAC than there is in holding ZBAC. I hope you got some ZVEC and some SHX. I had SHX a while ago, and it had a major pump, and I got rid of it. Never got back into it, but because the more and more I'm looking at the XLM network, the more and more SHX I'm thinking about putting that on my trading list. And for those of y'all, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I know we talked about starting this Telegram group, and hold on, let me bring this up. I'll show you guys where I am with it, right? Um I like to give you guys updates because you guys are my peoples. I'll show you guys where I'm at with this thing, and then we'll get on it, and then I'll get on out of here for a minute. Let me see. I believe it's this one. All right, so here it is, right? So here's this Telegram, right? It's private. It's not open for everybody, right? So I've kind of been testing it out. Here's some 4 hour buy and sell alerts from the charts that like I trade on a weekly, right? Right here. And then we have some hour alerts as well. Some buy and sell hour alerts going on in there for long and leverage positions. And then I have my weekly watch list. This is kind of what I'm trading right here, that I'm really trading for the week. And then I have my crypto buy and sell strategy. Like this is kind of how I take profits, buy and sell. And then introduction is set up for leverage trading, right? So I kind of take you guys through how my charts look, what the indicators are, how to set them up, what I look at, how I get in a trade, how I get out of a trade, what the things I look at, things like that. New cryptos that we're looking at, call it new cryptos that we're looking at. General chat. Obviously, there's nothing over here, but this is kind of where people would be kind of posting some of their wins and their losses and things like that. So, kind of what we're building right now. So, definitely kind of excited to get into that. It's been a while. I know that it's been a while. I know that a lot of people have asked for it. So how do we get how do we get access? Joe says, how do we get access? Well, that's the thing, is I haven't really released access yet. But what I will tell you guys, if you guys want early access, I'll tell you guys what it is. Like, it's I told you guys, like, when it comes to, paying for subscriptions on YouTube and on TikTok, I didn't want you guys to do that. Like, I didn't want you guys to do that, right? Because these platforms, and I'll get a strike for this. I'll get a strike for this, but it's okay. I'll say it anyways. Because these platforms, they take a large portion of your money when it comes to subscriptions, right? And I don't want your guys' hard-earned money to be wasted, right? By giving it to TikTok or YouTube, right? You guys work hard for that. So instead of doing that, I would rather have you guys go over there where they don't take any of your money, right? And your hard-earned money is going where you want it to go. So if you guys want access, early access, hit me up in my Twitter DMs. I'll call it my X DMs. If you guys want early access, hit me up in my X DMs, and we can work out how I'll get you early access. I don't know. I think it's going to be like $5 a month. It's going to be cheap as hell. And I'll keep, like I said, I've been testing it out, so I'll keep putting alerts in there with a weekly watch list as well, of 4-hour and 1-hour charts of when to buy, of what the charts say buy and sell. But yeah, so that's the deal. If you guys want early access before I actually set up the payment system in there, you just hit me up in my X DMs. I'll get back to you, and we'll get you in. Currently, there's nobody in there. It's just me, because I haven't opened it up. So and not only that, people that have early access are gonna actually help me build it out, because all of their advice, I'm gonna do my best to put it in. So I'm gonna do my best to put it in the platform. So there you go. You guys want to help me build it out? There you go. There it is. So with that, guys, we up out of here, man. You guys have a great day, man. We'll be back at you guys on TGIF Friday, baby. Market looks like it's turning around a little bit. And watch out for the pump, man. It's 102. It's Bitcoin sitting at 102.6 right now. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, BNB, they all look like they want to push up a little bit today. They all look like they want to push up a little bit today. So, let the market push. Let's see if we can get on a rebound here. Let's see if we can get a rebound rally. You guys seen the Bitcoin monthly chart, right? We looked at it. We charted it out. We hit the bottom of that bad boy, right? Big watch, dude. What's up, dog? What's up? We hit the bottom of that monthly chart, and we bounced right off of that bottom. Boy, did we chart that to the T, right? We bounced right off the bottom, went right back up to the halfway mark of that thing. Let's see where this thing plays out, right? Like, are we ready to call the bull market over yet? No, not yet. We got to fall out of that channel, right? We got to fall out of that channel. We got to mint candles outside of that channel for the bull market to be over. So we're still in a bull market, right? We're still in a bull market. We're still moving to the upside. This is one hell of a pullback. We've had two pullbacks that were just absolutely ridiculous. And we're living through one right now. And we lived through one with the liquidity pull before. So, hey, look, the problem, the best part of that is that we're still here, right? We lived through that. We're still here, right? And you're still in this market, and that's the best. That's the best piece, right? Because now if we can get a bounce back rally off of this, we can make some money. But proceed with caution. We could get a push up, push down, push up, push down too as well, right? So take your profits, man. Take your profits, man. Take your damn profits home, boys and girls. Take your profits. Don't let anybody talk you out of not taking your profits. Take your money, man. All right, we out of here, man. We're gonna see you guys on Friday, man. You guys have a great day. Like I said, hit me up in the in my DMs and on X if you guys want early access. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I work during the day, so I kind of check it throughout the day. So if I don't get right back to you, I will. All right. So with that, guys, we up out of here. Peace.